Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This is a training on instant commissions with Angela Martin, Gold Consultant with Archer and Evolution Travel. This, again, is for Team Cosmopolitans, but if any agent finds this information useful, please utilize it to your benefits. What we're going to be covering today, we're going to be talking and looking at Evo rewards for hotels, flights, rental cars, as well as theme park tickets. I can show you how to access those, as well as other tickets, like, for instance, a concert or sporting event. We'll also look at profit agility. We'll look at how to do the invoicing via Square. Of course, there are other avenues that you can create an invoice for your clients. And then we'll talk about how to collect payments. So this should be a relatively quick training, but I do want to go over it. For those of you who are interested in doing instant commissions, I want to make sure that you have the information you need quickly and easily. So let's go. First thing we're going to look at, let's take a look at the vendor. So we're going to go into our back office. This is my back office here. I'm just going to go into Evo Rewards. And again, that can be found on the left-hand side. Right underneath the Travel Cafe, you can go to Evo Rewards, and you can click here to access your portal. Now, once you access the portal, note that this is a very easy way to navigate, or you can find pretty much anything in here for different discounts and things like that. But we want to focus on travel because we're looking at instant commissions for our clients. Theme parks is another good way that you can get instant commission, but the return or the difference in the prices is not that much to where it would be my focus. And since I don't specialize in Disney or anything like that, I typically don't look for theme park tickets for my clients unless I have to. Okay, so travel. Let's take a look at that. You'll notice that there are some different tabs here. And of course, theme parks do come up as an option, but you have hotels, rental cars, you even have activities and things for them to do, flights, and again, theme parks. So I'm going to take a look here. The great thing about using Evo Rewards is that it gives you a price by price comparison to other competitors, where your clients are likely to find what they're able or likely to find online if they were looking on their own. The only thing about with instant commissions is that this is good for clients who are looking to book a trip within 2 months of their trip, within 60 days or so, meaning that they're not looking for a really good payment plan. They're really looking to get something secured, to kind of last minute shopping and things like that. The reason I say that is because typically when you have your early planners, they are looking to pay a deposit and make payments over time. Whereas a person who is booking a trip last minute, they already know and expect to pay for the full price of the resort or whatever they're getting up front. So for demonstration, you know, I love my place Cancun, so I'm going to put in Cancun. Okay, of course, you can look at whatever you're looking at, but I'm just going to put in Cancun. I'm going to use the same travel dates as I had before to keep it consistent. And we're going to go the 8th through the 13th. I'm going to select done. Say, for instance, I have 2 guests, just 2 adults. But if I needed to add children, of course, I can add a child. I do have to put in their age. So I'm going to put in 7, and then I'm going to put in 11. That happens to be the ages of my children. So I'm going to select done. And now we're going to search, okay? Now we're going to search. The good thing about this is that, as I mentioned, it gives you price by price comparison, and we have checked just to verify that it is accurate, and it is very accurate. So say, for instance, I was looking to take my kids, okay, to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. I don't like to do the nightly price. I want to see the total thing. How much is the total price, okay? Be mindful. Take a look at these differences of what your clients would find the same resort if they looked on hotels.com or orbitz.com. And be mindful, Orbitz and hotels.com are owned both by Expedia. So even if they went to Expedia, they would find this price for 5 nights at Dreams Playa Mujeres Golf and Spa Resort, the all-inclusive resort. They would find it for $5,827 more expensive than what I can get it for. So that means this is what we typically do as a rule of thumb. And what you like to do, and what I'm going to do really quickly, is I'm going to search hotels.com just to show you how accurate this is, okay? So we're going to go to hotels.com. Or let's go to orbitz.com. Okay, we're going to go to orbitz.com. We're going to type in, we're going to Cancun, the same dates, same everything. Cancun, because we want to verify that this is actually correct, right? We want to make sure that this is actually correct. And we're going to put in the same travel dates. Oh, goodness. Honey. I just need this to go away. I just need it to go away. I don't want it to be there. Let me do that. There we go. Oh. Right. Okay, let's go here. June 8th through the 13th. Okay, so I got that selected. We're going to put in our travelers. We got two children, and their ages are 7 and 11. Okay, and we're going to select done and search. So we're going to find over here that we can do our popular filters. Of course, since I'm comparing it to an all-inclusive, that's what I want to pop up in our results, okay? All-inclusive. Now, I can go ahead and put in the property name since I know which property it is. I'm going to select this property. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. But I'm going to basically take the name of this property, Dreams Playa Mujeres Golf and Spa Resort. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to go back to Orbitz and I'm going to type in that property name. And remember, we're simply doing this to see the accuracy of EVO rewards, to see if they're actually telling the truth of how much it would be total. Okay. Now it's saying the total here is $52.19 total. Okay. So let's click on it. Okay. We're going to click on it. But see, what they don't do is they don't tell you about all the fees. And we have to also select a room. So let's compare apples to apples. I'm going to go back to my deals, okay? Or they have them in a junior suite, okay? Junior suite garden view 2 queen beds. Let's get that same room. Junior suite pool view. Junior suite 2 queen beds. Is this a garden view? It doesn't specify. I'm assuming that is the one. Okay. So let's go here. Reserve. Oh, so they have fully refundable before June 5th. Let's see, pay deposit. I just want to click on this to see something here. I need to see. Okay, so it's $52.18. I wonder why my deals is showing it being such a more of a price there. I don't know why that's inaccurate. Did I put in the right thing? I wonder if I get to the end, is it going to add? It's got taxes included, extra guest fee, $800. Okay. All right. Huh. That's weird. Well, I'm glad that we did that because now we get to, come over here and see what the actual prices are if our client were to go book it. Even though I'm still saving them money, I'm not saving them as much money as I thought. This is $43.59. And I'm gonna go to my calculator here. And I'm gonna paste that number. Okay, saying in, let's just type it in, $43.59. I know that on Orbitz, they're charging $52.80. $52.18.80, okay? $52.18.80. So I'm going to subtract $52.18.80 to see what the difference is, okay? So with me, they will be saving about $859.80, okay? Since I know that I can get them a savings of that amount, typically what we would like to do as travel agents as a rule of thumb we like to divide the difference. So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to divide it by 2. Okay, that gives me $429.90. So I could easily say that I'm going to add $430 to our price that we found on my deals. Okay, so I'm going to add $430, $430. That is how much money I want to earn off of this booking. Okay, plus the $43.59 equals. So I can quote my clients $47.89 because I know if they go to Orbitz, they're going to find it for $52.18.80. That means that they know that I'm saving them roughly $430, the amount that I'm also earning. Okay, so I'm saving them as much as I'm earning. But the question now is, how do I go about booking this? Okay, and there are a couple of things. Notice it also has free cancellation. You can look at the room details. Cancellations or changes made after June 3rd at 4 p.m. local time are subject to 100% cancellation fee. So notice that our clients will still have a pretty good cancellation policy. They have all the way up to June 3rd. Their trip is on June 8th through the 13th. So this is good, okay? This is a good cancellation rate, or a good amount of time. So just say, for instance, let's say that this is what our clients want, okay? So we're gonna click on Book Now. Here is what you do next. Now, I quoted my client $47.89, okay? Notice that they're going to have a property fee of $18.30 when they get to the property. You can let your clients know that, okay? They can expect an $18.03 property fee at the time that they get to the hotel. But the next thing, this room is refundable, okay? The important information you need to know is here, okay? And we know the refundable or the cancellation policy. So we'll insert that here, but everything that you need to know is on here. So the thing that you need to do always when you are doing instant commission quotes to clients, after you give them the quote, the next thing you want to do is bring up your Square account. So I'm going to go into my Square account really quickly. I'm going to sign in. And what you want to do is you already want to have this ready. And what I have here is I'm going to go out of this so you can go to the home screen with me and see what I click so that I can get to my client's information or be prepared to take my client's information. So we're going to click on Take Payment, okay? We're going to click on Take Payment, and we don't want to do a quick charge. Instead, we want to do an itemized sale. That's because what we're going to call our instant commission that we're earning is wholesale booking fee. And I actually already have an item for that. Wholesale booking fee, okay? Notice it is it varies. It's a variable rate because I know that it varies from property to property. So what I'm going to do is put in the price that I'm going to be charging them, which we know is $430. That is going to be the amount of my commission. So I'm going to go ahead and put $430. This is a non-refundable fee. And as long as you have that in there, you're good to go. So we're going to save that, okay? The next thing that we're going to add is the name of the actual resort. So I'm going to go to the name of the resort, okay? Dreams Playa Mujeres Golf and Spa Resort all inclusive. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my line itemized transaction here, and I'm going to put the name of the resort, okay? And I'm going to put use custom item. I'm going to put 0 here for the price because I'm going to let the client know what the actual price is, $43.59. Price is $43.59. And I'm going to let them know paid separately. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my site here, and all of these wonderful details that they need to know, like the important information, I'm going to simply highlight that along with the hotel cancellation policy, hotel policies, and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and I'm going to go right on over here and I'm going to paste it. Okay. Because there's no need of me reinventing the wheel when they've already provided all of the information that my client needs. So I have the important information, the price, what it is, $43.59, paid separately. Already letting my client know they will see 2 transactions on their card. One will be directly to the resort or to Evo Rewards. And the other one will be to your business account. It is the wholesale booking fee, okay? I want to kind of divide these sections. I don't think it'll let me do that. But we're going to remove the sales tax and we're going to simply save, okay? Notice how it shows up as 0 on here, but if I were to click on the actual thing, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Add a note, add customer, it's optional. You can select whoever. Once they're giving you their card number, okay, and they're like, they've decided that they want to book this resort, okay, you go to proceed to checkout. You're going to input your guest first and last name, their email address and phone number. They can receive text alerts about the booking, message and data rates may apply, okay? So they're going to give you their card number. As they are giving you their card number, okay, you take that card number if you've gotten it. After you verify that the number is correct, you go ahead and copy that. And then you paste that card number directly in here, okay? So as they're telling you the information, you're also plugging it in 2 places, okay? Now, going back, you'll put the name on their card, the expiration date, and the security code, as well as the postal zip code. All of this information, you need to also transfer it over to your payment here, okay? And then you don't want to send them a payment link. You don't want to make this reoccurring, so there's nothing else. After you put in the information, you can literally charge this first, okay? You've already let them know what the price is. If you want to send them an invoice separately so that they see what the price is, that's fine. But you'll notice that it says wholesale booking fee, and it has this is 0, so the total that they're going to pay you is $430. And you can add a little note here if you want. But once you charge it, all of the details that we entered into the note section of the item, it will be printed on the actual receipt, okay, or on the charge. And we can send that to the client afterwards, okay? But as we're taking this, after we go through this and we take all of the information, you can submit the reservation. It says your credit card will be charged the full amount payment on submit, and credit card save security metrics, excuse me, is what it's saying here. So it's looking like this is going directly to Dreams Playa Mujeres. So yeah, you'll receive like a confirmation number afterwards from Evo Rewards, letting you know what that is. You will need a credit card authorization form. Okay, I highly recommend that you use Jot forms or some other type, or you can just, of course, use the one in the back office in the travel cafe. There is a credit card authorization form that you can, use until you get your own created. And you can simply go into, let me turn off my alarm here. You can go to forms on the left-hand menu and you can select credit card authorization form. When you select the credit card authorization form, it'll bring you to a form that looks like this, okay? It'll say download the credit card authorization form, okay? Or you can fill it out here. Let's just download it because this is what you're going to need. Up here, you can fill in the information as you need. I actually use this, but I put this same form and I created a Jot form. So I'm going to show you what my Jot form looks like. I literally, as you can see what this is structured like, I took the same exact information, but I put it with my logo on it. Again, remember, everything is about branding and it makes your business look so professional. Jotform.com is where you can get free forms, okay? Free forms. Let me go ahead and log in here. Free forms that you can use. I have a credit card authorization form that I have created. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. Going to go to publish form. And I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to open it up in a separate window for you. Paste and go. So this is what my my custom form looks like. But as you can see, it mirrors what Archer's credit card authorization form is looks like. The difference is mine provides an avenue for my clients to input that information, date it, and sign it electronically. Now with JotForms, putting in a signature, I did have to create this form, and I'll do a separate training on how to create JotForms. One that is this detailed, but you'll notice that I have a space for my clients to upload a front and back copy of their driver's license directly into the credit card authorization form. So when they submit it and they have their signature and date there, all of these files will be together in one submission. So they can't go back and say that it wasn't them that uploaded the file or whatever the case may be, okay? Because it'll have their driver's license photo attached to it. It'll have the month, day, and year that they signed it, and then it does collect their IP addresses from when they actually sign it and things like that from the computer they were on. So this does hold up in the court of law. They would click submit, okay, and that will come to me. Now notice I have my business information, but on here I get to put my logo. I don't have to use Archer's where their logo is on there, even though I am using all of their stuff. I have a JOT form, a credit card authorization form with my business information. So that again, I'm re-emphasizing the fact that I'm an independent travel agent for them. Now I also put a link to my digital business card and it'll take them here, okay? Which I'll show you guys how to create your own as well, if you're interested. They do have a free one for those of you to get started, okay? Anyway, so back to that. The next thing that I'm going to do, as I mentioned, I was going to show you guys profit agility. So your clients will need to sign and date that credit card authorization form. I let them know within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, I need to have the credit card authorization form filled out. This is so that you are covered legally. If they do not fill it out, that you will have to be, that you will cancel the trip because you didn't receive the proper information. But you simply send them the good thing about this is once you create the form, you can go in and you can go and you can add a pre-fill, okay? So what I like to do is after I have collected the information, I have the confirmation number and all of that stuff, okay? They've already paid me that $430 that I'm going to collect. I can go in and do a manual pre-fill, and I can add a pre-fill, and I put in the client's name here. Okay, I fill in all the information that I know, the guest name, first and last, trip type. This is well, just say that this is a hotel only. So I'm going to put other, and then I'm going to put the supplier. Notice that I have some drop down options. I'm going to increase this because I do have more options that I use now. So for now, we'll just select other. I'm going to put the confirmation number in, of course, the departure date, return date, contact name as it appeared on the credit card, all of the same stuff that is on this. I mean, literally, I took it verbatim, okay, and used it. The only thing that is different is the fact that I add a place for them to date it, a place for them to sign it. And if you'll see here, oh yeah, you can't pre-fill. I'm so glad that it does that. You can't sign for your clients, okay? The only thing I can fill in is the stuff up here. After I get finished with that, I can send an invitation directly to my client. And for demonstration purposes, I'm going to send it to myself. All right. And what I do is I like to send, hi, Miss client's name. Here is your credit card authorization form. Please fill it out, sign it, date it, and upload a front and back photocopy of your driver's license. This. You will have already told them within 24 to 48 hours that they need to have this back to you. But if you want to reiterate it, I must have this completed form within 24 hours or whatever you want to make the policy before your within 24 hours. If it is received after 24 hours, if it is not received, your trip will be canceled. This form legally protects you as the client and me as your travel agent. Please let me know if you have any questions. Kind regards. And again, I always put my signature, Angela Martin, certified travel advisor, info@travelwell.com, travelwellconcierge.com. So my email, my website, phone number. All right. And then I'm going to send the invitation. Okay. Now, since I sent this, I want to show you what it looks like when they receive it. So I'm going to go to inbox really quickly and see how long it takes. And if it's going to take too long, then I'm just going to refresh this and see if that makes it pop up faster. All right. So let me get out of here. All right, so that's taken a little while to process it through. I don't know if it sent anything because there wasn't anything filled out. But anyway, that's that. I will do a separate training on how to create the job form itself. But let's go to Profit Agility real quick, and we'll come back and look at that after it's had some time to load. So let's go to myprofitagility.com, myprofitagility.com. And I might have to log in for my other profile because that's what I was originally starting out with, myprofitagility.com. The one thing that I dislike about Profit Agility, okay, they look different. That's the reason why I was confused. Okay. But one of the things that I dislike about Profit Agility is that they have really rigid timeframes for their travel, okay? Meaning that they only, your clients can only go from Saturday to Saturday. So these are 7-day stays at a resort. But it's pretty good because they have great deals if your client is interested in the option. So let's look at within 60 days of travel. We go to within 60 days of travel. And this again is for your people who are kind of doing last minute things. A couple of things about Profit Agility is that you can filter by the destination. So if you know where your client is looking to go, you can always filter it by that. Since I know that I'm looking for destination, all-inclusives, and I know the Dominican Republic has that, I'm just going to apply that filter just so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay. Now, if I wanted to only bring up I could go to an option where I only bring up all-inclusive only properties, because notice how this one property that's in the Dominican Republic is not an all-inclusive resort, okay? But this one, if they are all-inclusive, you'll notice that they'll have all-inclusive beneath it. And here's the price, here are the dates, here are the number of people that it occupies, okay? And this is a all-inclusive resort, okay? Now, let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail, because Profit Agility is a little bit more tricky than using Evo Rewards, whereas you go in and it's kind of like a traditional booking engine with Evo Rewards. With Profit Agility, it's not quite that simple. You have selected dates that your clients can travel on. So if you got people who have great flexibility, or they don't know really when they want to go, they just know they want to go, you can easily find this option for them. So let's just go with this and select it really quickly. Some things that you need to know about all-inclusive resorts on Profit Agility, okay? Be mindful that you need to always read the mandatory fees that they have for all-inclusive rates, okay? Because they are not going to be included in that good accommodation price. That price that's listed on the front end are simply for the hotel room accommodations. It's not for the all-inclusive stay portion itself. So when you are quoting your client, you want to include the fees that they have per day, okay? Notice that it says all-inclusive rates are $30 per person per day. Now, children between the ages of 4 and 12 get 50% off of that rate. Okay, notice that these are 7-night stays, and it gives you some information about it. The client is staying on these dates, that they have to pay additional fees for the mandatory gala. Okay, all-inclusive fee is separate from the accommodation fee. That's where they're kind of letting you know that. Now, some of them don't have that information right underneath here. You have to kind of go to the bottom and look at resort information to find out what those fees are. So just for demonstration purposes, we're going to go with the resort that we saw, and we're going to select book. Now, before we go, say for instance, we have a family of 4. Let's take that same family of 4. We have 2 adults and 2 children under the age of 12. Okay, remember I told you 12 is that cutoff year before they're charged as an adult for most flights and hotels. So we're going to go ahead and take that $30 per day per person, okay, and we're going to multiply that times 7. For our adults, we know that that's $210 per adult extra. So I'm going to go ahead and add, multiply that times 2 to take care of our 2 adults. Okay, so $420 is for both of our adults. Our 2 children is half of that. So we can divide by 2 because we know that their price is going to be $210. Okay, because it's going to be half of the price of the adults. So $420 plus $210 is $630 on top of whatever price that we want to quote our clients. So you have to be mindful of that you got to do a little bit of math if you're going to be doing all-inclusives. Now, you don't have to do any math like that if you're not using all-inclusives, but I want to use and demonstrate that just so you know how to do the hardest thing first, and then the other things are super easy going from there. So let's select these dates, the 25th of February through the 4th of March. Let's just go ahead and select that. Now you'll notice that there's already a little bit of commission in here, okay? If there is any commission being processed through the vendor, you will need to submit a commission tracking form along with your the other amounts including the invoice. Well, you don't have to submit the invoice to Archer, but you will need to give your client an invoice because you will be charging them separately for 2 different items, okay? So they'll have 2 different charges on their card, just like they did for Evo Rewards. But in here, you have a little bit more control in terms of how you want to do the commission. You can put a little percentage of it or a small amount of the commission to process through Archer. That way it goes toward your IATAN card. Or you can simply take it out because it's not going to be enough anyway. A lot of people just take it out and you can do that easily by selecting a number that's greater than the commission that's populated here and then clicking the down arrow so that you bring this to 0. And notice once I brought it to 0, it brought the total price down. So they will have, I know that in order for this client to stay here, they're going to be paying $630 plus $248.58. Okay, now they won't be paying all of this money to me. They'll only be paying the $248.58 and then whatever I'm charging to receive commission. So since they are since the price is pretty good here for them to get this all-inclusive for 7 days for a family of 4, I get to decide how much I want to charge in commission. But I know in order to break even, I have to charge them this amount. This is what it costs to actually get this rate or get this property and for them to get there and pay the $630 that they had to pay upon arrival, okay? Because that's something that they pay when they get there. And I hope that made sense, okay? So this is the amount that it's going to cost them total so far before I added my commission. But let's just say, for instance, I wanted to charge them $1,500, which is still a relatively good price. Actually, an excellent price for 4 people. Now, be mindful that flights are not included. So you might want to do a little bit of research on the flights to see how much they are so that you're not charging too much and not being competitive. Okay, but let's just say for demonstration purposes, we wanted to go with 1,500. Okay, so what I would do is I would subtract 1,500 from this amount. So I would see the difference of what that would be in savings or in my commission price. So I'm looking at charging them $621.42 to my Square account, $248.58 I will be taking from them directly, and then they'll pay the remaining balance when they get to the resort. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do, I'm going to bring this down because now I know what I need to charge to my Square account. I'm going to go back to my Square account. Oh, I already have it open here. I'm going to go back to it, and now I'm going to modify this, and I'm going to put that $621.42. $621.42. And I already have, this is a non-refundable fee. It says wholesale booking fee. I've already explained to my client that this is a fee that is passed along to the whole from the resort or from the vendor to the agent to pass on to the client, since you are using one of our wholesale vendors. Okay. Now, similar to what I did here with taking the information provided in Evo Rewards, I'm going to do the same thing with the resort here. So notice how they have a cancellation policy. I want to copy that, and I know you can't really see it because it's copying onto a blue, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to put the amount that they're going to be charged, $248.58. $248.58. I'm gonna put paid separately. I know that it's going to cost them that $420 plus $210, which we talked about already as being the resort, the all-inclusive fees. Remember that $30 per adult per day, and then the $15 per child per day. So that's $630. And then so I'll put that on here. $630 all-inclusive fees are paid upon check-in. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to paste that cancellation policy. Okay. And I want to take out this select part. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I didn't click on the cancellation policy. Let me click that and copy it. I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna leave where it says cancellation policy, and I'm gonna go back and I'm going to paste. It lets them know this purchase cannot be canceled or changed and is non-refundable. In the event an exception can be made, a change and or cancellation fee may be charged. Okay, I'm letting them know everything that's here. And then the thing that I need to know is what I'm going to show you next. How do you know what to say is going to appear on the credit card in the event the client asks that? Okay, right here it's going to say you understand that you are paying for the lodging portion only. Okay, you'll pay the all-inclusive fees, which they give the rates again here, which we just talked about, is that $630 that they can expect to pay upon arrival. Okay, so then we're going to click next, since we've clicked that we understand that. And I'm just going to put John Doe for demonstration purposes. and I'm going to click I agree to the terms and conditions. Basically, it lets you know here, this payment is for the service represented above is this payment for the service represented above is non-refundable, subject to the terms and conditions. The charge to your credit card will show as a charge from Advantage Services. So that's something I want to include on my invoice. So I'm going to put Advantage Services. Okay. Letting them know that that's what they'll see on their card. Okay. Now, of course, I'm going to change out the name of this. Okay. So I'm going to save this, but I'm also going to change the name. I wonder if I can do that now. Probably not. That's okay. Let's just pretend that that's the name of the resort. Actually, no, you know what we're going to do? I'm just going to copy this. Okay. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to add the title of the resort. I think this was, let's just go to add to cart. All right. All right, all right. The Tropical by LHBR. The Tropical by LHBR, all inclusive. After I do that, custom, and now I'm going to paste that part that I did before, and then I'm going to put 0 as the amount because I'm letting them know that they're going to be paying this price, $248.58, separately today, and then they'll pay the remaining all-inclusive fees or paid upon check-in. So this still give your client an option to kind of break down their payment. So that's a good thing. We're going to remove this sales tax here, and we're going to select save. Notice that the only thing that they'll be paying on this invoice is my wholesale booking fee, which is my instant commission. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up. Each item must have a price. Huh, it didn't say that last time, did it? Okay. Let me see here. Go to charge. Okay. Let me put 0 in here for the quantity and then go to charge. All right, so it's being temperamental. I'm gonna refresh it. Itemized sale. Wholesale booking fee. There we go. And let's put in that 621. 621 to 46. Okay. This is a non-refundable fee. Save, and then what is the name of the resort again? The Tropical by LHBR. All inclusive. Hold on. The Tropical by LHBR. All inclusive. All right. Custom, paste. That's everything that we had on there before. Cancellation policy is on there. Let's see if I select 0.01. It's got a price on there, so can't enter payment. Okay, enter payment information. Well, good. That's what we wanted to say. Okay, at least it's got that. So anyway, This is on here. You can take, of course, the customer information, just have that information, take the card information as you are taking it and collecting it for this part. Go to checkout. When you're ready to start checking out, this is where you'll enter the trip contact information, your client's information, okay? After you do that, and you enter in, you know, what type of phone this is, alternate phone, it's not required, but of course the primary phone is, name, email address, verify the email. Let's just go ahead and go through the process. John Doe, we're gonna put John Doe at gmail.com. John Doe at gmail.com. And we're gonna put 555, not 222, 555, 555, 5555. Okay, and we'll put yes, this is a cell phone, and we're gonna go ahead and click continue. All of the required fields are entered. So let's see what's going on here. That means something. Let's go to checkout. Got that. Let's continue. Oh. Yes. This isn't a required field, so I'm trying to figure out. Okay, continue. Okay, let's see here. Maybe the number can't have hyphens in it. Continue. Oh, that's what it was. All right. So then we take the card information. They only have Amex, MasterCard, Visa, or Discover. So that's usually, okay, so those are usually what it is. Once you take the card number and you verify it, you copy the number, you bring it over here to your Square account, paste it there, and so on and so forth. Of course, you need to get the first and last name of the card holder, street address, city, state, zip, country. It tells you what is required for you to book this. And then transaction receipt and travel documents will be emailed to the address on file. Receipt of payment will be emailed after resort week booking is completed. The final confirmation letter will be emailed within 3 to 5 business days. Please do not book any airfare until final confirmation letter has been received. So you definitely want to be mindful that whatever email address you put in there, sometimes, a lot of times, agents will put in their email address, okay, instead of the client's. That way they get all of the correspondence instead of the client, okay? And that's smart because, you know, it just is. You'll get the email confirmation and then you can print it off as a PDF from, or save it as a PDF from your email and attach it to their invoice here, okay, that you send to them. So you can charge after you charge, if you want to enter a note here, but you can also send it to them, okay? So that's pretty much that. I think that I've covered everything that I said I was. And let's go back and see if I did. I talked about invoicing and collecting payments, that you need to collect the payments at the same exact time. Let your clients know that they will see 2 charges. One will be for the wholesale booking fee. As you know, you and I know that this is your instant commission, the money that you're going to walk away with 100% at the time of booking. They will have the fee that is going to be charged directly to the resort or whatever the case may be. And then if they are with Profit Agility and you're doing an all-inclusive, they will pay those all-inclusive fees upon arrival at the resort, okay? So what we've covered today is EVO Rewards, the hotels. We didn't go over flights, rental cars, and things like that, but they follow the same process as hotels. Be mindful that you do want to double check, because those prices, price comparisons in EVO Rewards are supposed to be in real time. But as we saw today, that was not accurate. So you still want to make sure that you are double checking the sites that your clients can see. Even though we were still able to save them money and make money, it still wasn't an accurate amount. So if we would have inflated that price too much, then that would have definitely lost us a client or a potential client, okay? Profit Agility, we saw how to do that, how to manipulate it, how to either keep the little small commission that's offered so that that part can be processed through Archer and can count toward your IATAN card, or a way for you to completely eliminate that and remove all commission that's included in there to bring the price of the resort down to its lowest base, and you can add your own commissions to it, okay? Now, I know Profit Agility is a little bit more confusing. Hopefully you can go back and rewind any areas that you may have had difficulty understanding. I do appreciate your time today. I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks. Again, this is Angela Martin, your Gold Consultant with Archer and Evolution Travel, and this has been a presentation on instant commissions.